Let's come into a nice, comfortable seated posture. Bring the palms on the knees. Touch the tip of the thumbs to the tip of the index fingers. Close the eyes softly. And bring the whole body into stillness. As the physical body moves into stillness more and more as time progresses, let's spend time with the breath, the backdrop to life. Bring your awareness to the breath at the entrance of the nostrils. Connect to the air pressure on the inner nostrils. And identify the slight temperature change of the breath. The incoming breath is slightly cooler. The outgoing breath with the body's heat is slightly warmer. Sensitize the mind a little bit more and connect to the four aspects of the breath. There's an inhalation followed by a split-second retention inside, followed by an exhalation, followed by a split-second retention outside, followed by an inhalation again. Keep witnessing the four parts of the breath now. Now, instead of passively witnessing the four parts of the breath, let's actively equalize the four parts. Move with me. Inhale slowly, one, two, three, four. Hold the breath in, one, two, three, four. Exhale slowly, one, two, three, four. Hold the breath out, one, two, three, four. Inhale slowly, one, two, three, four. Hold the breath in. Continue at your pace. If counts of four gets too strenuous, decrease it to counts of three. Counts of four gets easy, increase it to 5 or 6, but no strain, your pace. So you complete the next exhalation, give up the practice, return the breath to normal breathing, and gaze into the center of the eyebrows, your mind space. Just witness the mind, you, the Atma, the spiritual being, witnessing the mind. Bring your gaze back to the breath at the entrance of the nostrils. And this time, sensitize the mind a little bit more. See if you can identify which nostril is allowing a greater volume of air to move in and out. Is it the right nostril or is it the left nostril? Right nostril dominance means the left hemisphere of the brain is more active. Left nostril breathing, recognize the right hemisphere of the brain is more active. You feel the air moving in and out. I want you to now mentally count the natural breaths. You're not controlling the breath. You're not altering the breath. You're going to mentally count how many breaths you take in the next 5 minutes. Inhale and exhale, that is 1. Inhale, exhale mentally 2. Again, no control. Let the breath go automatically as much as possible. You're simply counting the breaths. Starting now. Stop counting, recognize the number you reach. Natural breathing, 5 minutes. Now bring your gaze, center of your eyebrows, witness your mind non-judgmentally. You may see thoughts come in, stay for a while, leave, colors, shapes, or maybe the mind moves into quietness, non-judgmentally witnessing the mind now. Bring the gaze back to the breath at the entrance of the nostrils. And this time we're going to slow the breath down as much as we can without any strain. You're going to initially breathe into your abdomen, into your chest, into the clavicle. And you're going to exhale slowly as possible from the clavicle, chest, abdomen. No retention of the breath, just slowing down the inhalation and the exhalation. See how many slow breaths we can take in 5 minutes, starting now. First into the abdomen. Counting, stop counting, remember the number you've reached. Return the breath to normal breathing. And then witness your chitta, your mind space, you, the spiritual being, the Atma, witnessing the mind, non-judgmentally. So let's externalize the consciousness. Become aware of the room you're sitting in. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale slowly. Breath to normal. Blink the eyelids. Open the eyes. Touch that. Stretch the legs out. Wiggle the ankles, the knees. Wonderful. So, how was your experience, Nisha? How was your experience? Can you equalize the breath? Good. You can tell the temperature change. Which nostril was more open? Left nostril. Good. And then how many breaths, normal breaths in 5 minutes did you take? 45. Good. And how many did you slow it down to?
9.5.
9.5. How was the mind space at the end?
Completely blank.
It's amazing, right?
At one point, it repeated my dialogue that I told Anna, like, I'll come to Zurich, I will have coffee. Like, it just repeated the same thing in that same tone, and I could visualize Anna, and then after that, it was blank. Like, that was it.
So the Brita comes in that mind, right? You see it appear, and then it goes away. And then it's like, whoa, that quiet space. Wonderful. Thank you. Anna, you can identify the 4 parts of the breath.
Yes.
And equalize them, yes?
Yeah. I also realized that I cannot kind of mess it up, because I mean, if I forget what I'm doing, I need to inhale or exhale. So after the pose, I know that I need to do something, and then just like my body tells me if it's inhale or exhale. So I found that it's
yes, as your body does, you'll know, oh, I am inhaling or I'm exhaling, right? Good. Yeah. And how many natural breaths did you count?
60.
60, good. How many slow breaths?
14, around 14. I'm not sure, but I think I missed maybe one or something around 14.
That's good. That's good. How was the mind space in the end?
It was much calmer. I also remembered what you said yesterday, that if someone is very agitated, you have like a simple recipe to calm down the mind. So yeah, I think it works.
Yes, yes. It's after you practice regularly, it won't be think, you will know it works. Oh, it works. Yes, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Noel.
It was very good for me. I think for the 5 minute normal breath count, it was around 32.
32, good.
For the slower version, I think I lost in count in between, but my guess is it's around 18.
18, good.
Like at some point I pick up,
Yeah.
so
Other
some
thoughts came in, the mind drifted. That's normal, right? No, but I ask you to witness the mind space twice. How would you compare the 2 times witnessing them?
it was actually very different. So for the first time, my mind jumped right into my new apartment, like immediately, because I'm moving in a couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
I just cannot stop thinking about,
Yeah.
everything in the new apartment.
Yeah.
And the second time, it definitely slowed down.
Let's slow down. As you slow the breathing, less thoughts, less thoughts, less thoughts. Good. Thank you. Gabby?
Yeah, it was very helpful for me. I think the first exercise we did when we were squaring the breathing,
Square breathing.
it was very helpful, and I felt, I don't know, after I got COVID, the retentions, I got COVID last year, the retentions are a little bit like, it puts me like a little in agitation maybe, but like for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I can see the difference like for real. And today when we did the exercise, I felt like the breathing like very calm, like the whole process was a little slower.
Yes.
So for the 5 minutes normal breathing, I did 20, 21 or 22.
Wow, it's normal breathing. Good, good.
Yeah, I felt a difference after the first exercise. It was insane, and I was thinking, is this right? Is this count right?
Trust me.
And
Remember the yogis? We're going to turn that 21,600 into 13 into 10. So we naturally start to breathe slower when you connect with the breath. Why is that? Do we breathe slower? The mind comes into the mode of goodness. Because the mind is in sattva guna, the breath naturally slows down. As soon as we have rajas in there, it speeds up, right? But now we're sitting, so it's naturally your natural breath slows down.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I felt that. And for the second part, the second 5 minutes, I did 18 maybe.
18 slow breaths. And how was the mind space in the end?
Like brighter. The first time you asked us to watch the mind space, it was a little dark maybe, but the second time it was like brighter. Don't know why, but it was brighter. Yeah.
That I'll tell you why. You're breathing in a different element at that time. So there's the tattvas. So if we're breathing in you'll see red if you're breathing in fire. The space will look yellow if you're breathing in earth. If it's dark, you're breathing akash. If it's bright, you're breathing in water element. Anyway, that's an advanced practice for now.
No, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. But that's how the yogis understand, because our bodies are made up with the elements, earth, water, fire, and we're breathing in 1 hour. We breathe so many minutes of the different elements. So as you meditate and you're that still and you're this change, the colors change. So when the colors change, the yogis understand, I'm breathing in this element, then I can do this type of meditation now. Oh,
Mm.
but that's down the road.
Interesting. Thank you, Raul.
Thank you. Jennifer, welcome to Jennifer. Jennifer started the training last time, but didn't complete. So she's back with us. Tell us which part of the planet you are, Jennifer.
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Via New York City.
Yes.
Via the Baptist Center. So we're glad you're here to join with us again, Jennifer. Thanks for being here. Cool. So this is how we witness. So we went through the three things again. Fundamentals, yes? Temperature change. 4 aspects of the breath, which nostril is dominant. And then just spending time with the breath, counting the breaths in and out. Yeah. And then how to slow it down and then see how the mental plane change just from being with the breath. So this is the process we're exploring. Let's these are the fundamentals. I see the manual Samir sent out. There's a few things missing in there, but I will, when we take the break, I'll send a new the mantra we try to learn. Because for pranayama, the yogis always offer their respects to the son of Lord Vayu. Does anyone know who's the son of Lord Vayu? Vayu is the deity, the wind god, the deity of the air, the wind. And he has a son. He has 2 sons. But anyone know the main son who the yogis respect to get the blessings of the Vayu, the prana, the air?
Hanuman?
Hanumanji.
Hanumanji, yeah. So there's a mantra to Hanuman. I'll email it to everyone after we have a little break so we can learn that mantra, the Gayatri mantra to Hanuman. So if you see, normally you see a photo of Hanuman where he is floating in the sky and he has a mountain. Yes. So he's floating. My teacher used to say Hanuman is the master of levitation. So that mountain is a part of the Himalayas because he didn't understand which leaf am I supposed to get to help Lord Ram. So he took the whole mountain right, and flew back to Sri Lanka with it to help Lakshman to heal. And then it's described Hanuman when he was about to, Lord Ram sent him to find Sita. When he got to the tip of India, Kanyakumari. Have you been to Kanyakumari, Nisha? Okay. It's one of those, I was on pilgrimage once, and because it's a southern tip of India, but it's like a cape. So it's a place where you can see the sunrise and the sunset, like literally in the same place. And so it's described Hanuman, there's a beautiful Hanuman temple there. Hanuman, that's where he jumped from southern India to Sri Lanka to find Sita. And he did it with one step, and that's why we call it Hanuman Asana, splits. And he's the son of Vayu. Do you know who's another son of Vayu? Anyone? They met and they almost fought with each other. One of the Pandavas.
Bhima?
Yeah, Bhima.
Thank you. So Bhima is the son of Vayu, right? Kunti used the mantra she received from Vyaspati, and then she chanted it. And when Vayu came, she gave birth to Bhima. And when she used it the third time, Indra, the Lord of water, came, rain, Arjuna is born. So it's described when they were in the forest, they had to go live in the forest for 12 years, right? Bhima came across he came across a road, and he's walking this road, but he saw like something is blocking it. And Bhima loves to fight, right? And Bhima, what's this and that? So Bhima tries to kick it or push it out of the way. It was Hanuman's tail. And Hanuman the tail didn't even move, right? And the tail is there and try to push it. And then Hanuman kind of woke up, right? And Hanuman like, who are you? And then as they're about to fight, they understood each other, that they're brothers, both sons of Vayu. So Bhima got the strength from Vayu, and Hanuman got we call it the devotion, the spiritual devotion and levitation. So it's a powerful deity. I always have a deity of Hanuman with me. It's one of those, I fell in love with Hanuman as a teenager, right? And I was surprised when I heard the previous president, Barack Obama, he walks around in his pocket. He has a Hanuman with him too, because he grew up in Indonesia, and in Indonesia, it's mostly Muslim, but you can still find like Bali, the whole island of Bali is Hindu. And then if you go to the mainland Indonesia, Jakarta and those places where he grew up, you can find a little temple here and there, but mostly it's Muslim culture. But somehow he's grown up in Jakarta and he connected to the Hindu temple, to Hanuman, right? That's amazing. So that power of devotion, that's what he carries in his heart. And the element for the heart chakra is air, hence Vayu, the son of Vayu. So we'll learn, I'll email that mantra to everyone so we can learn it as we go along. So let's, since we're here, I want you to get your notepad, and if you have colors, you can use the colors. Actually, let me end this one and start a new